Greetings builders, Daniel here and welcome back to another exciting build review. For those who are new to the channel, my build reviews bring in just a couple of minutes all the information that you need to know if this build is for you or not. If you decide that this is meant to be your next PoE character, check out the description of this video for the POB and complete guide.
This build is an all-time favorite of many players even on different games. I'm of course talking about the Super Cyclone Slayer with the Duelist class.
This build turns you into a walking blender with a huge area of effect, damage, speed, and now even instant reach. To list the pros of this build, I would start with its clear speed. It's just amazing to be always moving and massacring all the poor enemies on the way. The boss damage is also amazing. Once the build is done, you are going to kill even the biggest bosses in seconds. Above all of that, this build is also very simple to put together. It doesn't need any mandatory unique item. Now to list the cons, I would point a few important issues and I'd like to ask you to pay close attention here. You see, this build has a great survivability once it's done, but when you're leveling your character you need to pace your progression because you're always very close to enemies. If you are not prepared, you are going to die. So take the extra time to pick up a few more levels before progressing to a high tier content. Another useful tip about your survivability is how to deal with stuns. On this build you get stun immunity with cluster duels, but not everyone can afford them right away. In that case, while you don't have your cluster duels, do this simple trick of picking those evasion nodes and this mastery. Believe me, it helps a lot.
As for budget, you can get it destroying early in-game maps with only around 90 chaos. To comfortably advance to yellow maps, you need to invest around 150 chaos, and for easily completing your atlas I recommend investing around 6 divines.
Don't forget that on PoEbuilds.net you can find a list with all the equipments that you need to buy for this build, with direct links for examples being sold by other players. For clear speed I would give it 10 out of 10. Cyclone never stops moving and you can farm your maps without needing to stop for casting or anything like that. It's just awesome and very satisfying. The boss damage is great and deserves 9 out of 10. Prepare yourself to destroy even the biggest bosses in just a few seconds. Now for the survivability, I'll only give 8 out of 10. But don't get me wrong, this build still has over 80,000 effective HP because of high armor, evasion, spell suppression and instant life leech. I just took the 2 points out because you're always very close to enemies, which puts you in a vulnerable position.
And that's it guys, what did you think about this Super Cyclone build? Please take a second to tell me in the comments and leave a thumbs up to support the channel. I wish you guys an amazing day and don't forget to keep building.